Upper Naz Teens, join us tonight for our Zoom youth group meeting. It'll be about 40 minutes, play a game together, and we will discuss the questions from this lesson. So your random facts for today. When the moon and the earth are at their farthest point apart from each other, you can fit all of the planets of our solar system in that space. The average white-tailed deer can jump higher than a two-story house. Mainly because houses don't jump. Today's lesson is called Ingredients. I've got baking soda and butter, vanilla, and egg, and flour. On their own, they're bitter, raw, dry, bland, and slimy. And I think it's safe to say that in this state, you wouldn't be willing to eat these ingredients by themselves. But if I added these three ingredients, sugar, brown sugar, chocolate chips, and I mix that all together in the right amounts and bake them, you get yummy chocolate chip cookies. You know, this cookie would not turn out right and taste yummy without the flour, the vanilla, the egg, the butter, the baking soda. They're a very important part of this cookie, but they're not the sweetest, tastiest part. Life's a lot like a cookie. Separately, there are some bitter times, raw, hurtful times, dry and bland times, as well as good, fun, and sweet times. Here's some examples of some bad times. A lost friendship, a lost relationship, death of a loved one. You didn't get chosen for the team or that part in the play. You failed a test. You had to go to a new school. You got bullied or you're being bullied. You had to move away from family and friends. You had a major change happen in your family. You broke a bone or had an illness that kept you from sports or fun with your friends. Some examples of good times. A new relationship with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. A mountaintop experience at camp or fall retreat with God. Fun times with friends. Achievement in an area of your life. A great vacation. Doing something that you love. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." God is able to blend the good and the bad experiences in our lives together for our good. All together, they create a life that is meaningful, useful, and full. I want to share two quick stories from the Bible with you. Joseph. If he had not been sold into slavery down into Egypt, then maybe later he wouldn't have been in the position or the place where he could save his family from the famine and save his people. Esther. For such a time as this, God used Esther to save the Hebrew people from being killed, save them from an evil plot to destroy them. But in order to do that, Esther had to risk her life. No, all things are not good. But in God's hands, they can be mixed and blended along with the good into a beautiful creation. It's during those bad times that you see how big your God is. He loves each of us. And he's in control. And you can trust him. I don't know where you find yourself today. I know that it's difficult to see how things may work out sometimes. But we can rest assured, we can take this to the bank that it will. The discussion questions that I want you guys to think about, we'll talk about tonight in our Zoom meeting. You can text them to me, you can comment. Why do you think Joseph was able to trust God when things looked bad? Why is it important to trust God during a difficult time? What makes it hard to trust God in a difficult, unknown time? The deeper learning opportunity for you today, I want you to listen to the song Beautiful Things by Gungor. Think about how this song is true in your life. Maybe journal about that to God. Text me about it. Talk to a friend about it. See you guys tonight on our Zoom meeting. I want to pray for you. Dear Lord, I thank you that you're in control. Whatever chaos, whatever bad stuff that we may be facing, that you're above it. And you're going to use it for good. Pray that you will give us peace as we trust in you, as we lean on you, and as we allow you to use the hurtful, harmful, tough times and blend them together into something beautiful. We love you, Lord. It's in your name we pray.